Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know what's a really dangerous thing? Hope. It sounds great, right? Wanting a better future. Wanting a chance to really embrace the possibilities. And yet, so oftentimes, hope can be one side of the coin and the other side is despair. And we have seen time and time again where hope can get you in 2022 in the Marvel Casino of Champions. I realize some people are pretty defensive about the buff, but the first impression in general of Thor Jane Foster was not a positive one. Because it felt like it was a 6-star that, until you get going with her, kind of hits like a 3-star. And that was not anything close to ideal. It's ironically the difference between what Marvel Studios was hoping the critical reviews would be for the new Thor Love and Thunder versus the reality of those reviews this month. But given that this was also the only champion that was set to be buffed in July of 2022, that's just not what you expect. If you're going to give us an overhaul and not a tune-up, and you're going to put all your developers, all your coders that work on champion buffs into one champion, you expect it to be even more like OG Storm was this year, who I think, largely people have just been really happy with. Now, once the shine wears off, do people use her that often? Maybe not, but she's definitely useful. And there have been some really good videos that show her potential. So I think it's important to state that, I still think her reception isn't as bad as somebody that I immediately took to rank 2 and then regretted it, and that was Miss Guillotine. I still think she should be way better. I still think her healing should be way better. But it is what it is. So it is dangerous to have hope. And yet, please, Kabam, please let this newfound bit of hope be real. There was a cryptic tweet we're about to look at. It was sent to me by several people, including my man Brian Shadow Strike, who always does an incredible job of keeping me updated with the forum posts. And it's a cosmic champion. A cosmic champion that is beyond God tier when it comes to synergies and almost nothing else. And that is Mr. Heimdall. He is all-seeing mediocrity. Now, I expected him when he came out into the game, and it's so funny because I think the month that he came out into the game was when new content started, and I stayed up over 24 hours to live stream 24 hours straight. I can't believe I did it. I never slept better / was more dead. I made so many mistakes during that live stream, including starting at night, which meant that I'd already been up for like 7 or 8 hours. I should have started in the morning, but I wanted to start at my normal stream time, and that was a terrible decision. But Heimdall came out the next day, and I remember fighting him, but trying to figure out if he was good while I was running on 0 sleep after streaming all night. And yeah, incredible for synergies, not really much else. So we don't even have direct confirmation at the time of recording this that there's a buff, but we do know that there's a pattern that generally follows ambiguous tweets, and that's, again, hope. Now, my man Brian Shadow Strike, before we review this tweet, said to me, at the very least, if they made his awakened ability part of his base kit, it would already be a huge game changer because he would have those persistent charges from fight to fight, and that could up his damage and give you a nice power gain at the beginning. Amazing points. Love it. Why are we here? Well, on to the tweet by the Marvel Casino of Champions. Be warned. I will honor my sworn oath to protect this realm as its gatekeeper. That is vague. That is ambiguous. And yet that is hope. That is hope that there is some message in this, some larger plan to get Heimdall buffed. If not, it ends up just looking like a cheap way to maybe get people overly excited, or to, for some reason, get people to go see the new Thor movie. I don't know. Please, Kabam, please let this be real. Please let there be a real buff. Because here's the thing, even if they said we're buffing Heimdall, we have no reason to immediately get excited, because we could easily be disappointed. But are we going to, there's that H word, hope that it would be a good buff? Of course. Of course. Kabam, you know what we want. Make it happen.